I hit that joint around 4:30 on
You
a
just
Monday.
took one hit off of it
One
and it caused
hit.
all that?
One hit. Do you know I was still high at 7 o'clock Tuesday evening?
Best ride in town. Come on, ridesharewithmark.com.
Every once in a while I get somebody usually it's somebody who's really high who gets in and can't take they don't want the light. They're like, this is so bright, can you turn these off? That's why I have these buttons. I can jam and turn it off if I have to,
Mm-hmm.
I had one guy and he was high, but he was super paranoid that I was a cop because I got this plexiglass. He said, "Are you a cop?" I said, "I'm not a cop." He said, "Are you sure you're not a cop? You got to tell me if you're a cop, don't you? Like, if you're undercover, you got to tell me if I ask you."
Oh, God.
I'm not a cop.
I don't drink. I don't do drugs. All my friends, all my life, they all smoked weed. And years ago, I used to go to this club downtown. It was called the Mad Hatter.
Uh-huh.
I was there 7 nights a week because I knew the people. It was only open 6 nights a week.
But it was a lot of secondhand smoke down there?
Not really.
Not in the club?
No, I mean, they had areas where they would, smoke, so I wasn't really, put in that predicament. But they had a birthday party one night, and they got him a naked lady cake.
Mm.
And it was from, the bottom of the neck to mid-thigh. So I'm telling them, and they keep saying, they kept talking about somebody named Sherman. I don't know no damn Sherman, So the whole night, just they talking about Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to work the next day. And I had told the guy, I said, I ain't never had a black titty before. He said, well, when you get off work, come back, stop back down, and I have a piece of cake for you. So I go back when I get off work Monday, and I had my ex-sister-in-law with me, and she's pregnant. So when you came into the club, we had a slight tilt in the floor, then you had the dance floor and so on and so forth. So he's like, well, hit this joint with me for my birthday. Yeah, okay, I did. One time, all of a sudden that little tilt in the floor turned into a mountain. I'm scared she's gonna fall and hurt herself because she's pregnant. It's back and forth. This was 1979. That was the first year RTA bought buses that tilted over and the city of Cleveland raised their curbs. So we go to the corner to catch the bus. A friend of mine was driving the bus. He didn't pull all the way over to the curb. So this curb is a mountain, right?
Uh-huh.
He gets off the bus and he throws me off his shoulder and I'm fighting. He don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. So we get to our stop. Again, he doesn't stop, pull over all the way to the curb. So we go through this again. So my ex-sister, my ex-mother-in-law, she lived down in the projects down near community college. So she said over where the row houses were, they had dumpsters on the ends of the, little subdivisions or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And these rats are jumping from dumpster to dumpster across the wall.
Oh, no, rats.
Rats. I'm tripping. And it's a good thing I don't do drugs because everything lasts too long on me. Everything. Man, I had to call off work. So I'm really pissed now because I'm missing a day at work because of this fool. I hit that joint around 4:30 on
You just
Monday.
took one hit off of it and it caused
hit.
all that?
One hit. Do you know I was still high at 7 o'clock Tuesday evening? When I came down, I cussed him out.
That was something strong.
Guess what? I met Sherman. That's what they used to call that embalming fluid crap back in the day. I was, man, no. I'm like, who does that? Who does that? I was high for more than 24 hours. I mean, high. And yes, the rats really were jumping across the walkway because she hadn't been smoking anything. And she verified, yes, it did happen. And I'm like, no. So I can imagine smoking that, they call it wet now, and these lights. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you are a police officer. You're undercover and you're lying. And Oh goodness.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight too. I don't smoke or drink, so I probably wouldn't be able to handle stuff very well either.
No, I stopped. I was only a beer drinker, but I stopped drinking almost 3 years ago. But everybody laughs at me because I drink non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
And Budweiser makes one, and I was never a Bud drinker, but they tell me this tastes just like Bud without the alcohol. So my friend, he's
Does
like,
it?
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah.
See, I don't care for beer that much. I only ever drank it just to get drunk.
That's what everybody
I don't even like the
says.
taste of it that much, so I don't care.
I just love the taste of the beer. So I'm in heaven. I got my Budweiser Zero. And my friend, he says, yeah, look at you sitting there not getting drunk. Get you.
Well, you can outdrink everybody now.
Oh, pretty much. Pretty much. It's
So your bladder's
hilarious.
full.
But yeah, I can imagine somebody high on. I can imagine somebody on edibles, sitting back here, and then the lights keep changing colors.
Right. You on the hill right here in this building?
Yes, that first building at the end. The president of the radio station Q104, he has a 4th of July party every year. And it usually starts on the 1st of July, and it goes on to the 5th. But it lasts every day until the last person passes out, right?
That's crazy.
So I went to it a few years back on the actual 4th. All the liquor and beer and whatever you want, but no food. So he lives down on the east bank of the flats. So I'm down there, and I was drinking a little bit, and I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know they had a bridge down there that moved.
Oh,
And it turns
the
into...
drawbridge.
Yeah, I didn't know. I keep looking on my... Wait a minute.
Is that bridge moving?
I didn't want to say anything, you know. I'm like, okay. And then it happened again. Wait a minute.
I like
this-
your story. Can I share your story on my YouTube channel?
Go ahead.
All right, I think that's funny.
Yes, please. But yeah, please share it.
All right.
Do you share crack stories?
Well, I might blur your face if you're talking about crack stories.
I got the best crack story in the world. My
okay.
ex-husband, right?
Uh-huh.
I come home. I've been on the waiting list at the library for a movie. You know where everything in your place is. I come home and bloop, bloop. I'm like, where's my VCR? He says he loaned it to the cat because the cat's buddy wanted to watch a movie.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
Did he
what?
sell it?
So I go outside. I don't even remember taking my coat off or anything. I just remember snowflakes hitting my face sizzling. So I go back upstairs and I pick the cat up by the back of his neck and put, since you talk pussy so well, you better find out where my cat is. And everybody I tell,
Oh
they
my
thought
gosh.
I meant his boy, you know,
Uh-huh.
his cat, his dude. No. He meant actual.
Oh, it's above the lights on the front of the door.
Oh,
There you go.
this is nice. I thought I had. Okay.
There it is.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right, well,
World's best crack story.
Have a
I
good
tell
night.
people, if you can top this, I'll pay you $50.
Right.
And years later, my cousin called him because he thought I was lying. Yeah, man, this Dev's cousin. I loaned her my VCR back in the 80s, and he cut him off. Yeah, man, I know. I think the cat might be dead by now, but...
They remember that story that long, huh?
Yeah, look, and because he was still getting high. This was years after I left him. My cousin just called him about 10 years ago. He's like, well, I think the cat might be dead, but can I make payment around to pay for a VCR? Thank you. I will be looking into you.
All right, you have a good night.
Thank you. You as well. I enjoyed my ride with you.
Oh, good.
Come on, ride share with Mark.